Listen up.
It's the number one voice of the tri-state. I'm number one. It's Cooking Up 215. So let the show begin.
Turn me up.
Y'all already know who it is. It's your boy Smooth.
It's your girl Amber Grand.
And this is Cooking Up 215, where we get you up close and personal with your favorite artists, entrepreneurs, shakers, and move makers. And today's guest, we have none other than Runway Billionaire, my brother.
Let's do it. What's up?
Me and Runway go back, man. We go back in the day, you know what I'm saying? He was Reese back then.
Yeah.
He was Reese. But you was already well known too. That's the crazy part, bro.
Yeah, we was outside.
Yeah. You know, a lot of people back then, like people who had names, eventually like that shit just died down. Like you was the cool, popular dude, and then after high school, you know, that shit like the 50 Cent effect.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Fuck happened to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Fade off.
Yeah, but I can say that you definitely, you know, you kept it going, and you really fucked them up. You outside.
I kept it moving.
Yeah, you turned it all the way up, and now you know you're a millionaire. You doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? Working on that billionaire
put the
part.
multi over there.
The multi-millionaire. You know what I'm saying?
Don't leave that out.
The multi-millionaire working on the billionaire.
Working on a billionaire.
I like to see it, bro. I'm happy.
Sir.
You know what I'm
Thank you.
saying? I'm genuinely
Glad to be here.
happy for you.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people don't be too happy for people. They don't want to see everybody win.
Absolutely.
But I love to see when somebody that come from, especially when we know each other, we familiar, we really was part of each other grind at a, you know what I mean, at a certain time. To see you take it to is motivation.
Appreciate
you know what I'm saying?
it.
For sure. So, you know, we always start with the past.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start with the tattoo part. We're gonna go a little further back than that. So you was tattooing and you was killing the hood.
Yeah.
I'm talking like you was always booked up.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted a Reese tattoo, like tattoo Reese, like everybody and their mom.
Yeah.
Like, how did you even build that kind of legacy at that age to even have that whole, like, you Uptown period. The whole Uptown knew where to go get them tattoos at.
Yeah. I think, to be honest, bro, like, everybody already knew me for art in school. So, like, from there, I did that tat on my homie. We went to school and it was up.
Just did one joint on your homie.
That was it. It was just that one tattoo changed my whole entire life, because that was the, you know what I mean? That was the prototype. Like, like a lot of people say what they gonna do, but then they don't do it. So when it's actually done, it's like, oh no. You know what I mean? Like, no, we gotta go. And at that time, it was nobody else to do it. Like, and if it was like,
you ain't know nothing about him.
Yeah, you ain't know nothing about him. And I just stayed consistent, bro. Like, that was I wasn't the best, but I definitely was the most consistent.
Yeah.
I definitely was the most consistent. Like, you wasn't gonna outwork me. And then I had a skill set that nobody else had, so it wasn't like you can go to nobody else. You know what I mean? I had the trust, I had the consistency. You knew that if you showed up at that door, you called that phone, or I posted it on social media, on Facebook, like, you knew. You know what I mean, what time it was.
Yeah,
so again, it was just staying consistent, bro. But that one tattoo changed the whole game for me.
Was that the plan when you did that one tattoo?
In my mind, I was like, yeah, it's gonna mess the game up. Did I feel like it was gonna be as big as it was? No, I didn't even realize what I had at the time. I just was like, to be honest, like, I didn't even want to be a tattoo artist, bro. Like, it was just that we had cut school. I didn't cut school. I had work schedule at the time. But we cut school, and we had went to some dude house that did tattoos, and I sketched out somebody's tattoo.
Right.
And bro was like, you should do tattoos. I was like, man, I ain't messing with no blood or none of that. Like, I ain't doing none of that stuff. So we exchanged numbers, because we knew each other just from, you know what I mean, going out and stuff.
Right.
And I called him. I'm like, I'm coming from, I had a little gig at the time. I called him. I'm like, man, I'm gonna see what bro talking about. He act like he ain't know who I was.
I'm crying.
I'm like, bro, this was a few hours ago.
We just exchanged numbers.
I'm like, so from there, it was just like, I could have just like, all right, man, forget it. But my mind was already on it. Like, I took it like LeBron James telling me, like, bro, you should ball.
Right.
That's how I took it. Like, the person that's doing it telling me that I should do it.
So now you in your head,
in my head,
seeing it.
Bro, in my head, I'm like, you know, I'm thinking about all the possibilities. And when I'm a person that's like that, I don't sit on those things. Like, I gotta see it all the way through, and then be like, all right, it just ain't working. It wasn't for me.
Right.
So, man, I was online, and I'm talking about the information around where you could get supplies and material at that time. it was like barely none.
Slim,
I
yeah.
found me a little site. They shipped it to the crib. I didn't even know it was gonna come. They shipped it to the crib. I was like, yes.
This before we had trust and all that shipping shit. Cause it definitely was a time where
Bro,
you thought you would get burnt every time you ordered some shit.
I didn't even like, cause I ain't had no shop. I'm at the crib. I didn't even know that they would deliver if it wasn't like a shop. I'm thinking I would have to go through all this stuff to prove I'm a shop.
Certain license.
So it was that order went through. And at the time, this was like my check from the little gig that I had. So this is my last money. So at the same time, I didn't know if it was gonna work. It had to work.
Right.
So the material came. I'm looking at the material. It wasn't even all the way the right stuff that I needed. Like everything was sterile and clean, but it wasn't the tools that I needed.
Right.
But it was still workable. So I told my guy, like, hey, I need that arm. He was 18, like, yo, man, my mom gonna kill me. I'm like, man, you grown, man. Shut up, man. You grown, man. So we
Talk him into this shit.
like no lie, I tattooed that man's arm from we probably started like 7, 8 o'clock that night all the way to like 7 in the morning. Like it was time to go to school the next day.
Oh my gosh.
Bro went to school with his arm rolled up. Everybody seeing the tat, it was game over from there.
Wow.
It was game over
Mad
from
clientele.
there.
And you was self-taught. You taught
Yeah, I
yourself.
was self-taught.
That's crazy.
That's fire.
Yeah.
So did your whole artistic journey start with you tracing Tony the Tiger on
On
the
a cereal box? Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly where it started at.
So when you was gathering your skills, you still didn't have in your mind that you was gonna be a tattoo artist at this time.
Nah, bro, I thought like, when I was in high school, I'm like, I ain't even had no desire to go to college. Like I just was like, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll probably just mess with some like computer science or some computer engineer or something like that. Like I like computers. But I was like, man, I ain't going to college for no degrees and no nothing. My mom like, yeah, go to college. I'm like, I ain't with that. I don't even like this.
This shit hard enough. You want me to go
I ain't
there?
even feeling this. Like I get out 11:30 every day. Like that's what it is. So, so I just felt like, you know what I mean? It's a saying that like, you know, when a student is ready, the teacher appear. And that was the teacher, but just probably not the right teacher for me. I just didn't play with it. You know what I mean? I didn't play with it. And once I saw how serious it was, I was like, yeah, this going to be the vehicle that's going to get me and my people out the hood. Yeah, like I felt that way about it.
About the tattoo.
Yeah, I felt that way about it.
It was showing for sure. The crazy part, bro, I feel like if you didn't pivot to where you are now, I feel like you definitely would have been on like some black ink shit. Like I thought that at a point in time that was supposed to happen.
For
like
sure.
It was going to be black ink down here on Old York Road.
Nah.
You was definitely
Yeah,
giving
that
that.
go that way.
I mean, that's for who it's for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Big
It's a
facts.
lot of stuff that come with, you know what I mean? It's a lot of stuff that come with the, you know what I mean, behind the scenes. Like what I had, like the opportunity, like the platform to
Be a part of that.
yeah, but also like it come with a lot of drama.
True.
And it come with a lot of other stuff that just like, you know, behind the scenes stuff that
You
I
fake
probably
too.
wouldn't have been
Wouldn't
okay
want to
with.
be a part of that.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have been okay with that. But the actual platform, you know what I'm saying, to be able to build a brand, take it national and do, you know what I'm saying, other things like that, that's always the goal. But I don't know if I would have been okay with the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, like probably, you know, owning a couple of shops and really growing it and having a real, you know what I'm saying, real brand that's long lasting, not just something that's going to be on TV for a second and, you know, going to die out.
Ain't going to die as soon as the show over.
Yeah,
As soon
yeah.
as people change.
Yeah, and then you got to compromise your morals, your image, you know what I'm saying, what you really feel like for what the producers
For what
want to
they
put
want
together.
you to push.
Yeah.
When they start sending them agenda notices.
Yeah, that part, yeah. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it seemed good. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, like, it was an opportunity that, you know, like, cause me and C's was cool. We talked a few times, and you know, it was a lot of talks about, you know what I mean, bringing that to the city. But then at the same time, you know, it just, you know,
It wasn't supposed to happen.
Well,
Because what's supposed to happen will happen.
Exactly,
That's what I say,
exactly, yeah.
What's supposed to be will be.
yeah.
That's dope though, because You had skills, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
Even that crib, they used to shut that joint down.
Yeah.
Like, you was just shrooming too much.
Yeah.
Like, even the city knew about you.
Yeah.
That's when you know you're going crazy.
That's when you know you're going crazy.
Yeah.
When the cops, that guy come shut you down, got tattooed from you like last week.
Damn, yo, that's crazy.
wild.
They like, man, you know, we don't really want to do this, but
You know we fuck with you, bro.
Yeah, but they drawing on you. So for me, like, that was just that was my level up though. That was my time to realize like I can't be playing small. Like I gotta play bigger because even the people when they came and they shut me down because I was operating like a business, but it was out the crib. When they came and shut me down, bro, I had all my paperwork like I would have had if I was
If you had a shop.
If I would have had a shop. They were just like, yo, you just can't be doing this here.
Right.
So the lady was like, and you know, full transparency circle, like a circle moment. The same lady that shut me down was the same lady that opened the doors for my shop. So she was just like, dang, like, I'm glad to see, like, you took it from me putting that peppermint sticker on your door to me opening the joint up. And we actually changed the game on how tattoo shops open up in the city because there was no tattoo shop that opened up that was all disposable. So we created like a, you know what I'm saying, like a little niche in the market, a loophole, you know what I'm saying, if you will, where we, you know what I'm saying, the health department was like, well, we don't need these special, this special room. Yeah, we don't need an autoclave, we don't need none of these things because we using all disposable. So, what's up?
Right.
And they was like, well, we don't got no code for it and we don't got no.
Can't do nothing about it.
They like, well,
Damn.
shit, I guess, you know what I mean? So, that was big. And I was the youngest black tattoo shop owner when my joint opened in the world.
Wow,
that was a big, you know what I mean, you know, moment for me to just be able to have like all of that stuff going on after that, you know what I mean, after, you know, that stuff was shut down.
Yeah.
That's a comeback.
Oh, yeah.
It's a comeback.
Yeah, a lot of people would have felt stepped on, especially being as young as you was. They'd have felt like, man, this shit over. You know, you let that stress get to you. You know what I mean? It's like everybody against me. It's one of them moments. So to be able to take that and recognize even at your age and pivot and go get a storefront was crazy. It just showed how already mature you was when it came to business. Even when you say she came and you already had paperwork. Yeah. You was already ready to operate like a business. I was
already ready to operate.
Yeah, you just had to get that push.
Yeah, I didn't even, so the crazy thing is like, and this is, I mean, how the universe worked, like when they came and shut me down, somebody else was opening that shop. So that wasn't even like my shop to begin with. So as I'm getting shut down, I'm walking down the street, going to the barbershop down the street, and somebody else had the shop. He's like, yo, bro, I'm opening up a tattoo shop. I'm like,
and it's the tattoo shop.
I'm like, what you? I'm like, ain't this about it? So the whole time, like, I'm stressing, like, dang, what I'm gonna do. Literally, I walk down the street and somebody like, yo, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, you know what I mean? You always got that thing of like, yo, I don't want to work for nobody else. I don't want to do this, that, and the third. But I went in there, not my shop, working just as a person and just paying, you know what I'm saying, paying money every week. Right. So he wound up not doing right on his business deal. His pop owned the shop, and his pop, like, they dissolved their business, and his pop was like, yo, you want the shop? So I actually got the shop by accident, to be honest. But if you really think about it, like, the pop saw me there already. He saw me handling my business how I was supposed to. He saw me on my job. He saw me running the show. Yeah. So again, it's just all about being ready. I was already operating like it was mine, even though I wasn't the owner. Right. You know what I'm saying? And just caring about it like it was mine, even though I didn't own it. So when it came time for me to own it, it really was like I was already playing this role. Yeah.
It was no change needed.
Yeah. I was already playing this role. I just had to put my name on it, put my stamp on it, and then now it was mine. So I, you know, just.
You didn't even know you was being prepared for that.
I didn't know. I didn't know I was testing it. So it's just like sometimes in life, you know what I mean? We look at it like, oh man, this happening to me. Like, no, it's push you in a situation. Cause what if I never got shut down? You know what I'm saying? It would have never really forced me into a position where I could have.
And you would have kept rocking out. Yeah. That's how we do.
Yeah.
When we got a good thing. We ain't changing it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So it was just like, you know, it had to be broken for me to go to that other
next level.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So, tattooing, and then you start doing music.
Yeah.
Like we shot a whole music
video.
You know what I mean? back in the day, that was crazy too. Like, yo, the journeys be wild.
The journeys be crazy.
And it be just so crazy how everybody somehow be like meshed
Still
together.
intertwined.
Yeah.
Still doing something along the lines of what we was doing, but it's still connected some way, somehow.
Yeah. Cause like you did like a college tour. Mott Brown was one of the acts on the tour.
Yep.
Mott is an A&R now.
A&R.
Super
crazy A&R.
You know what I'm saying? Like
super crazy.
Yo, he on his Andre Harrell shit. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, yo, to see everybody go to these levels from where we started is just ridiculous, bro. It's just so crazy how shit go full circle. So your last song you dropped was like 2018.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It's not really that long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
the
so.
crazy part. It's really not that long ago. So that was like the beginning of when you decided to make this change. It was like,
yeah, it's just like, so like my real year, bro, where I really started to focus was like 2019.
okay.
2019 was like my year just like sacrificing. I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna put the designer up. I'm gonna stop flexing. I mean, like we gonna chill off of everything. And I went to Walmart, got $23 pair of sneakers, some Avis Jones, right? Like let me tell you how the game go, right? I slide through the barber shop. Everybody know, like, you know what I'm saying, when I dress like how I dress, I'm always gonna have something on.
Right.
But this particular time was just my year of just like, I'm gonna live below my means, where I'm gonna just dumb it down. I'm gonna sacrifice all this year. This is gonna be my millionaire year for real. Bro, I walk in the barbershop, I'm like, we got the new Balenciagas on. I'm like, these are Balenciagas. Like, these not nothing. these ain't nothing. You feel me? Like, no, you don't worry about these.
Yeah, don't even look at these.
You know what I'm saying? These not nothing. But again, it's just a mindset that, like, you know, sometimes, you know, we get in our bag where we, you know what I'm saying, we want to look good because, you know what I mean, make us feel good. We want to have a drip on. But like, nothing changed about how people looked at me. You know what I'm saying? And that was another thing, like, you know what I mean? We look at other ethnic backgrounds, white people, all that. We look at them, they can have sweatpants on, a t-shirt, and a plain watch. Oh yeah, you could tell bro got some money. But for us, we gotta have it on. Like, you know what I'm saying?
We gotta wear our money.
Yeah, you gotta have it on. So for me, it really put me in a perspective of just, you know what I mean, sacrifice. Like every time I wanted to go buy something, I was just like, man, how can I invest this to go start a business? So I had opened up 4 businesses on the same block that I had my tattoo shop in 2019. So for me, like, that was really like I was like, man, I know how to make some money. I gotta learn how to move this money. And then I gotta know how to multiply my money. And once I really like start understood that, like, all right, how much is it gonna take to get me this hair salon started? How much is it gonna take me to get this lash studio? Like, what is it gonna take to get it up and running? I know once I get a business up and running, we can make some bread.
We gonna make this money.
Yeah, like, I mean, you got the power of social media. Like, we gonna figure this out. We gonna make some bread. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna shout this joint out every day. So for me, bro, that's really what it was. I went through that whole year. Some stuff worked, some stuff didn't work. You feel what I'm saying? But I learned a lot. And what I really learned was like, yo, I went in grind mode, and that 1 year changed my whole life. Changed my whole life. Like, just like my relationship with money, how I dealt with money, how I had to sacrifice. Like, it changed the whole, like, how I look at money.
What about that year changed? Was it the opening of the business, or was it seeing how you're not putting money into Balenciagas and you putting money into this, and that money making you money?
Yeah, I think what it was more so the discipline than anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course I had a discipline of tattooing because I'm putting something permanent on somebody's body. So I got the discipline of the hustle, but I didn't have the discipline of investing. That's a different type of discipline. So when I saw myself like, oh yeah, look, we got $5,000, I could look at that and not have to worry about losing. You know what I'm saying? But understanding like, yo, I gambled doing a lot of other things that wasn't bringing me no return. You get what I'm saying? So it was just more so the discipline behind it and being able to see like that I can buy back my time, because I only made money when I tattooed.
Right.
So it's just like, all right, how much can I invest to buy back those hours that I gotta go sit down and really do that? And I was like, yo, if I don't figure this out, I'm gonna die behind this chair.
Yeah, and that's crazy, because when you say it like that, it probably definitely really put it in perspective for you. Like, y'all only make bread when I'm working this needle.
No passive, it's only active income.
Only active.
And I mean that shit for anybody.
It's still lucrative.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's the thing. It's like I'm
Hell
making
yeah.
a lot of money, but then that's when you start realizing you can't enjoy it the way you want to enjoy it.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? When I gotta come do an 8-hour, 9-hour day, then if you on your own business, you might be in that bit 12 to 12, especially because you be booked up.
No, I definitely was in
You
there.
know what I mean? Like you
Definitely was in there
all day.
12 to
Like
12.
I need to figure out how I can keep this bag rolling and
Yeah.
not gotta be here. Like
Yeah.
and that should have really changed your whole perspective.
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
crazy. One more question before we go on break and anything like that, get this food ready. Was you part of like the Wake Up Now era? Did you fuck with that a little bit?
Nah.
Cause we all definitely fucked with the Wake Up Now part.
Nah.
I felt like that joint definitely played a role when it came to changing people's understanding of how you can make money online a little bit.
I wasn't like, because I just didn't, I never really liked it, the vibe of like the network marketing. Like I never got into that. But man, like anytime that you had an opportunity to get in something where somebody could show you how to make money fast, it's like jump on it before everybody else jump on it. Cause sometimes it's not about being right or wrong. It's about being first. And if you're the first to market, like when you think about McDonald's, we all can make a burger better than McDonald's, but McDonald's was first. You know what I'm saying? And that don't mean that you can't win, because you got Wendy's, you got Burger King, you got other stuff that came behind it. But sometimes, bro, it's just about being first.
Yep.
It's just about being there and being seen first. You know what I'm saying? Being in the marketplace before it get saturated and you just being known for it.
Right.
So,
Cause you that go-to person at that point.
exactly, because that's all I did. I was just the first.
Yeah.
With tattooing.
I was about
you know
to
what I'm
say,
saying?
yeah.
Like I was just the first. If I wasn't the first, I was the most consistent. So that put me first.
Right.
So that's really what it's always about. Like I just outworked everybody, and when every time that it came about thinking about, dang, I want a tattoo, call Reese. You know what I'm saying? So it's just being at the top of their mind. So yeah.
That's how I first ever see you too on social media.
Yeah.
The tattoos, yeah.
Yeah.
When I remember the hair shop too. It was like next door.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I remember that too.
Yeah.
He's right across the street from the police station, the fire joint.
Yeah.
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 That's crazy.
Be the first.
Listen, I know you hungry. I'm hungry.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
We about to get into this food. Y'all already know what it is. Your boy Smooth.
It's your girl Amber Grand.
Runway Billionaire.
Listen, we be right back. Let's go.
It's our favorite part of the show.
That's your favorite? Yes, sir.
Ah, chef, what you got cooking?
You already know.
Y'all already know who it is. It's your man Smooth. It is my favorite part of the show. It is time to get into that food. For today's chef, we have Miss Chef Beyond Face, Miss Ashley.
Yes.
You've been here before.
Several times. I feel like this is home at this point.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah,
you're
this
part of
is-
the Cooking Up family.
Yeah, I come anytime y'all
Yeah,
call.
we got people that we know gonna carry how they supposed to carry. So
That's
we gotta
me.
make sure when we get certain people gotta handle that.
I'm certain people.
Exactly.
Perfect.
You know you're gonna carry. So what you got for me today?
I have some chicken breast, garlic. Listen, I be stuck. Creamy garlic chicken breast with string beans and mashed potatoes.
String beans, mashed potatoes, looking good too, all in one little situation. And I'm hungry. I'm gonna tear this joint.
You
to
want to
pieces.
enjoy it? Did you eat today?
I ate fruit. That was it.
Fruit.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay,
You
teach
know,
us on.
summertime coming. I gotta
Get the body right.
you know
I'm
what
gonna
I'm
just go get it nipped and tucked. I'm
gotta
not
get
doing
this
all
2-pack right. You know what I'm saying? But is this flour edible?
that. The flowers are edible. Yes.
Okay. Is there some vitamins in them? Like should I eat that or
You
just ignore it?
know, ignore it. I would
Okay.
ignore it. That's not a.
Just let it look cute.
Yes, it's for presentation.
I got you.
For sure.
I got you. Listen, once again, let everybody know where to find you. And if you got some certain services you want to let them know you offer, let them know.
You can find me on Instagram at chefb_yonface. My services, I cater, I make dinners, anything you need, anything you want,
Food related.
food related. Yes, food related.
Because, you know, be some
girl.
creeps. They might, you know.
I mean, I ain't too shy to, but anyway, that's another story. That's on another on another cast. But yeah, Chef B _yonface on Instagram. I do have Facebook too. I'm trying to like get that together. I'm a little younger than others, so I don't really do the Facebook thing. Yeah, I don't do the Facebook thing. But for networking purposes, I'm going to start doing the Facebook thing.
Got you.
Instagram for now.
Well, listen, it's Chef Ashley, a.k.a. Chef Beyond Face.
B.
It's your boy Smooth. Let's get back to the show. Let's go. Y'all already know who it is. It's your boy Smooth.
It's your girl Amber Grand.
We still got Runway Billionaire with us.
Yes, sir.
Listen, Chef Ashley, Miss Chef Beyond Face, she came and blessed us with a nice little, with the garlic palm chicken. It was garlic something, she said.
Yeah, with the flowers.
Yeah, with the flowers on it.
That smells so good.
It went with the colors. We all got all
It's
these colors on
It's
there.
giving.
That part.
It brought the vibes.
Definitely brought the
saying?
vibe.
I think these edible. Yeah.
So y'all know what time it is. It's dig in time because, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I didn't even say bless y'all with no fork either, so y'all gonna have to work that out. I mean bless y'all with no butter knife.
They're so tender. It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's it right there.
This is delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, chef.
Okay, Ash.
I ain't gonna lie, that joint hitting the spot. I ain't eat no real food all day. All I had was some fruit.
Yeah.
Some mangoes, some watermelons, some grapes.
That sounds good too, though. Like a nice
Fruit
alkaline.
be good.
That part.
It do.
But don't nothing hold the candle towards some hearty
Yeah.
food.
It
You know
don't.
what I mean?
No,
Like,
no, that's it. If you gonna do it, that's how you supposed to do it.
Make sure you do it like this.
Make sure you do it right. For sure.
yeah, that's good.
It's so flavorful.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Everything got some flavor. Like that joint really shit kicking. You know it's good when it make you dance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make you want to do a little salsa.
You know you black when you eat everything all together.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? When you ain't worried about the food, that's just
Yeah, you go straight go.
that part.
Real rap. So, before we left off, we was talking about, I guess I asked you about was you part of like the wake up now part and like really, what was like your real motivator to,
Yeah.
switch your whole shit up? Because I feel like that was a time where everybody switched up. Like you had party promoters that was major niggas when it came to wake up now. Like really was out here putting it down. A lot of people just switched their whole shit. Like you went from doing whatever you was doing.
Yeah.
We on business now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what was your motivator to say, I'm done with the music, I'm leaving the tattooing where it's at, and I'm teaching people about credit. I'm jumping on this.
So like for me, it's just to be honest, man. Like I had kids that was growing up, and like I feel like a lot of people can't be honest with themselves. I just had to realize like a real moment, like yo, if I don't figure out how to make money in other ways, like I'm gonna die behind this chair. You know what I mean? And I'm like, man, I'm seeing my kids grow up. I'm spending 12, 15 hours in the shop. I take them to school. Next time I see them is when I take them to school in the morning. So it's just like, man, it's not no way to live. And then once I started traveling, I started seeing other people that was tattooing. Yo, how long you been in the game? I've been in the game 20 years. And I started looking like, I'm at year 13. Yeah. This what 20 years in the game was like? And like for me, like I had to be real with myself. Like, do I want to be 20 years in the game at that position? Because I experienced a lot. I experienced getting shut down. I experienced getting the shop. I experienced having employees. I experienced
Everything you feel like you can get from that.
exactly. And I felt like I got as big as I could possibly get. So it just was like, dang, I'm always booked. I'm always consistent. I could scale up. But what do that mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
So it just was like me. I was just like, man, you know what? I was poor. Pot wasn't there. Mom on drugs. Like,
Yeah, like at some point, like
at some point,
she
it's
was
like,
in the shelter and stuff like that. Too?
yeah, like we was in the shelter. So it's just like, I went through that. So it's just like, all right, I'm gonna just do whatever it takes to just change the situation. So I'm sitting there, at the opening of all these businesses. I'm sitting there like, all right, now, you know what I mean? I'm making some money, spending some money. I'm investing. You know what I mean? I'm figuring this thing out. And I just had a light bulb moment because everybody kept asking me like, yo, how you open up all these businesses? Like, what you do? I'm like, shit, man. I took this $10,000 Discover credit card and got busy. And it was at that moment that I was just like, man, how many other people don't know about this? Because like, I was making sure that my money that I was taking, cause I was making good money as a tattoo artist, bro. Like, I make $20,000 a month. Like, it's not too many people that's gonna walk away from that type of money.
Real
like,
shit.
Like, bro, especially something that
Tattoos wasn't cheap.
Yeah, no, like just to sit down with me was $500 to $1,000. You know what I mean? Just to sit down. So it's like, you know what I mean? So again, it's good money. You gotta be crazy to walk away from $20,000, but at the same time, it's like the only way that I would make that if I was
Sitting there
doing it, putting 12, 15 hours a day. So again, it's labor intensive. So man, like people start asking me like, yo, how you do it? So people start coming and sit down with me. I'm like, yo, you check out the hair salon next door. You check out across the street. You check, you know what I mean? And they like, yo, how you do it? So when people start coming and sitting down, it started going from not just a tattoo session, but more so like a consultation, like a mentorship. And I was sitting back, I was like, dang, man, people keep asking me this question, like, how? And I was like, man, I don't want to start a credit repair business, but I got enough information that I can help somebody get where they at and show them how to at least get a card and show them how to go into an investment, because I did it 4 times this year. You get what I'm saying? So I really just took the question that people was asking me, bro, and I just figured out how I could monetize it, because people kept asking me. I'm like, shoot, y'all must think I'm good at it. Let's see how good it is. You know what I'm saying?
You just jumped out there.
10 months later, you know what I'm saying? 10 months later, $1 million.
Damn.
10 months after you
That's
decided
crazy.
to start coaching people, giving them tips on how to go get the bag credit-wise, you hit $1 million after the first 10 months.
Just off the basics. So what I did was, so I got tired of consulting, because people was coming, they was getting free consultations. It wasn't free. They'd come sit down, get a tat. No, like a consultation. You got mad hours
this
with
advice,
me. Like, why I'm sitting down on Runway for 10 hours? Just a whole day, your whole life changing. So I was like, man, how can I package in a spot where I could give it to them one time? Because my whole thing was just like, yo, I want to give people the game. I don't want you to be calling me, yo, bro, what I do next? What I do next?
You need every step.
So I was like, man, how about just give you all the game, and then you go do it yourself. You go put your family in position instead of paying somebody thousands of dollars.
Big fact.
Because I ain't pay nobody. You get what I'm saying?
Right,
I just
learned by trial and error. Like you was already doing it.
Yeah, I'm doing this. I'm like, all right, cool. So again, it just comes down to being responsible. But if you don't got a blueprint for it and you don't got a guide for it, it become hard. You know what I mean? Like if nobody never told you how to do it, nobody never laid it out for you. So I really just took my way of how I did it. I laid it out, and people caught on to it. And you know what I mean? Yeah, bro, worked like crazy.
And I think the one thing to take from it is that you always was looking for ways to make the most out of where you at and what you got. So let's say like you got the tattoo shop, but now you got 3-4 shops on the same block. So now your whole thing or your main skill right now is you're gonna make this ebook one time.
That's it.
And sell it 1,000.
That's it.
You know what I mean? So it's like your main thing I can say about you is really maximizing, just doing work this time, or you know what I mean, making the most out of this one thing, and just stretching it and killing it. And I definitely think you got that shit down to a T. What was that process like though? Just even because we come from a city where, especially being known, where everybody judge you. Like, was that something that you worried about? Like going from, I'm Tattoo Reese to, Runway Rum doing music, and now I'm Runway Billionaire, and I'm about to tell you how to get to this bag through credit and all of that.
So to a sense, I always was outside the box just from the beginning. I never let nobody put me in a box, and if that's the box that they want to put me in, like that's just you.
Right.
But I feel like that's what a lot of people like, install them from going to the next level, because people only do what you allow. If you allow people to disrespect you, allow people to treat you a certain type of way, then that's what's gonna happen. So if you allow them to put you in that box, then that's where you're just gonna operate at. But again, people was already asking me. So it just was like, just like tattoos, I wasn't in that box. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like the dude was like, yo, you should do this. So it's like, you know what I mean? So it's again, you know what I mean? So for me, it wasn't so much. I just got tired of doing the coaching that I was just like, man, like, cause so many people was asking me, it was overwhelming. I'm like, yo, it's like, it got to the point where I couldn't even have these conversations in a day, or to where I'm tatting and I'm talking to people. I'm like, bro, I can't do both of this.
The phone on the joint.
So I'm like, you know what I mean? I get headphones and all that, but I still gotta do business. So once it got to that point, it didn't feel uncomfortable. I felt like naturally I was doing it. And then I was helping people, bro. Like, it's a lot of basic stuff that people don't understand about credit. You know what I mean? That just was like, dang, bro, I never knew that, bro. You helped me out so much. And when I got that type of response, and then from them actually seeing me, bro, like I go to the banks all the time and they be like, yo, Runway, what's up? They don't be like Maurice or nothing like that. They be like, yo, Runway. So, bro, it'd be times I go into Chase Bank and I sent so many people to Chase Bank that they was like, yo, we want to take you to lunch.
That's it.
Like, so he like, yo, you sent 70 people to our branch this month. So again, it's about what we was talking about earlier, that example. being that example, like if I could do this, look at how I look. What's your excuse now?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all right.
And that's what wake a lot of people up, man.
Yeah.
Once you see somebody, like, that's why I love to see people that come from where we from do good.
Yeah.
It don't do nothing but motivate me more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It should do nothing but motivate other people more. Because when it's like, I know your circumstances. From your circumstances. I know it's real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know this ain't no fabricated story you making up. All right. I think I can see me doing it now. You know what I'm saying? Like when you see that person do it, all right.
Motivation.
Why not?
Also, it's like, and I use this in my marketing a lot. Like, it's like shock value. Like, when you scroll down timeline, you know what I'm saying, and you see me, you know what I'm saying, you're like, man, who this dude with the face tattoos, the jewelry on, you know what I'm saying? Automatically, like, rapper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You just met, like, I know he about to say something stupid. he about to. So automatically it's just like, that's what a perception of a person. And then when I open my mouth, it's like, oh, bro, talking about something. Hold up, let me tap in. So again, like, that was one of the things that worked in my favor by saying stuff that the other people were saying in that same industry, but not looking like them. So now it's kind of like, damn, it's like, it's unusual, it's unorthodox, so people don't know how to take it. Like, do I listen to him? But he is talking about something, and
You got
the other person saying it, they saying the same stuff. So it worked in my favor. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, being, like, that was my differentiator, like, from what everybody else was doing. Even though we in the same industry, talking about the same stuff, got the same products, but just me, how I deliver it, just being my 100% self. And then you saw my glow up.
Right.
So you can't even be like, oh no, it's cat. Like, no, you saw me go from that stage, because you can go back, look at the social media, the reputation is there. Everybody know, because I publicize my failures, my success, the whole situation. So it just was like, dang, I can't even. Like, and again, there's gonna be some haters. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be some people that don't like it. You know what I'm saying? But again, it's a more people that got on board that was just like,
more people was for you than they was on some why you doing that type
absolutely
of thing.
Absolutely.
So I know we were speaking on manifesting and everything like that.
Yeah.
And me and Amber, like, we heavy with the manifestation. Like, we talk a lot of shit.
Let's go.
So, like, we go hard with that shit for real.
Yeah.
We get into the universe. Our shit
Let's
different.
go.
Yeah, I mean. But was there a point in time when you started this journey where you were, cause you was manifesting more, like it was like a lot of the lifestyle you was given was where you wanted to be and not where you truly was at the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad you said it, because I think we got this stigma where it's like frowned upon if you portray certain, they call it portraying, but I feel like that's part of it. Like, even down to, like, if they hate on somebody for wearing fake jewelry and shit like that, but it's like, you gotta do that. Yeah. You gotta embody what you want to be. You know what I mean?
And simply just, you gotta become it before you are. You know what I'm saying? You gotta seize it so you gotta see it so you can seize it. Like, that's the biggest thing. Like, if you can't see it, you can't have it. Like, can't nobody show me $1 million and then I'm like, oh, I know I could get $1 million now because you showed me, like, I saw it.
So
I can't unsee it. And that's one of the things that happened to me. Like, I got in a room with people that had more money than me, that was making more money than me. Dude talking about, I made $20,000 in a day. Like, hold up. I'm like, all right, I did a little 20 a month, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but damn, you opened my mind.
You did that today? Like, you opened up, let me see. And again, like, being exposed to that, now you can't unsee that. So, like, when I changed my name from, like, doing the music, when I was just like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Runway Billionaire. That was just saying, like, yo, I'm gonna be the first millionaire in my family, not the last. I was just manifesting, just like, yo, I'm
putting it in the...
Speaking into existence.
Yeah, bro, that's all it was. Bro, I'm talking about down to Chick-fil-A. Like, can I get a name for the order? Billionaire.
Love that.
Because after I hit the millionaire, it's like, I gotta go. I done already manifested the million. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I gotta go higher now. So, bro, it's just like, that was one of the biggest hacks, like, that I could say, like, personal development, mindset. Like, if you ain't got no mindset, you ain't got no skill set. Y'all could tell somebody how this thing go. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't got the mindset for this thing to happen,
it ain't gonna work.
Ain't no skill set. Cause your mind can't do it. I could tell somebody play by play, everything to go, get 100,000. if you ain't got the mindset for it, it ain't gonna work.
Yeah, if you don't believe it, you definitely want to achieve it.
You gotta believe it as if it already is. Like we used to do something. We used to do something called Manifest Your Month, and basically what that was is you write down 10 things and you write them down like you already achieved them. So you said, I want to go to 2 countries this month. I want to go to this, that, and that. You know what I'm saying? You write it down. I went to 5 countries. I made extra $10,000 this month. Like you write it down as if you already did it. Right. It's more likely to happen. Because now you're looking at it every day. You know what I'm saying? Screensaver. I used to write checks to myself, $100 million checks to myself and save it as my screensaver. And just look at it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Because you're basically like tricking your subconscious mind into believing it.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, not tricking it, convincing it.
Yeah, convincing
like, you know
it.
what I'm saying? Like,
because it believes it.
Yeah, believe it.
And the crazy part, it's bigger than just your subconscious mind. I told you I was reading like the 369 books and all that shit like that.
Yeah.
But when you start to think about life, universe, period, we always talk about the future. Yeah. Same way we could talk about the past. But what are you ever really in? You never really in the past, you're never in the future. You can only in now. Yeah. So everything that come about from the future is shit that's from right now. Yeah. So it's like, if you say, I made $1 million. I am a millionaire.
Time just
and you
catch
say
up.
it enough. The universe
creating
starts to
Time
form
just
around
catch
what
up.
you're saying.
Matter, atoms
It's so
vibrate
crazy.
together.
Just when you think about that shit, like there is no such like as the future. It's only now.
It's only now.
That's the most important time.
That shit is so crazy.
I tell people like, they're like, I'm a billionaire already. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just time gotta catch up. That's it. Like, it's just the time has to catch up, or wherever the time meets at, that's what just gotta happen.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And you just gotta keep it there.
The time just gotta catch up.
That's where I think people would change. If you understand the way shit works and you understand the universe and the vibes, the energy, you start to you got a jewel.
Michelle,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Michelle Obama got this quote, and I don't know if it's like exactly this way, but she said, I've been to the most powerful rooms in the world. They not that smart. Like, so we be, you know what I mean, thinking, oh yeah, these people that reach this massive success, they Albert Einstein, they, you know what I'm saying, all the geniuses, like, they really not that smart. Like, I done met some wealthy, dumb people. Like, and I mean that respectfully. Like, I'm like, bro, you ain't got no common sense. Like, what? Like, who? Like, how? You know what I'm saying? But again, we overanalyze and we overthink a lot of stuff where it's just like, it's not really that hard. You just gotta have the mindset for it and develop the skill set for it, and you gonna materialize and manifest anything that you want as long as you understand. That's it. They just gotta understand enough just how things work. Yeah. Not that they smart. Exactly. They just understand a language. Like when a baby, they go from goo gaga to actually talking to work. They start to understand a language more. And that's all success is. That's all life is. It's just a language. The more we learn a language, the more successful we can be, the more we can have whatever we desire to have. And it can happen a lot faster than you want it to happen. I'm talking about super fast. Super fast.
Got
like
motivated.
Super fast. I'm telling you. Like, you could. So people say it takes 21 days to start a new habit.
Yeah.
Lie.
Form a new habit. Yeah.
Lie. Take one. One day that you decide, like, I'm not gonna do this no more. That's it.
That's deep.
People just don't make up their mind and make decisions fast enough that they gotta think about, how I'm gonna do it, how it's gonna be, and then you just never do it. You can wake up tomorrow and be whoever you wanna be. Oh yeah, Amber Grant a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? Smooth the billionaire. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that. Nobody can tell you nothing different unless you talk to a negative person. That you put good fruit and bad fruit in the refrigerator. Leave it there for a week. Come back. I bet you the good fruit will be bad. Yeah, it's gonna spread. So it's the same thing, man. It's conversations. It's everything. It's the energy. Everything that you do. So it's just about understanding. Like, I could wake up tomorrow and start being whoever I want to be. Tomorrow, like. Wake up, I'm a whole new me. You gotta meet me all over again. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So what was your biggest bag? Like I don't know, your bag big. I don't like when you knew shit was different. Like that one check where it was like, oh no, this up.
So the first thing, like, I did $100,000 a month, like my second month of like doing exactly what I said. So it was 100 grand second month, then 115 the third month, then 150 the next month, and it just kept going up. And it was just like, it seemed so unsurreal. Cause I'm telling my grandma, like, grandma, we did 120 this month. She like, doing what? Selling what? Selling what? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? You know, cause they haven't figured it out.
She think you out there selling drugs.
She think I'm doing something crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? So I was just like, yo, but it got scary, and it got paranoid, because a lot of love and a lot of embracing came with that. And I didn't know, like, money is a direct correlation to impact. So yeah, I was making money. I'm making $100,000 a month plus, but I'm impacting so many people. So many people DMing me, yo, I got 20, I got 30,000. And I'm a black man helping other black people get some money, y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the plug at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't never had a 20. So it's just like, it came with so much embracing that it feel like, you almost feel like suppressed, like, damn, like, I don't know if the energy good or it's bad, but it's just like, because it just feel unreal, it's not normal.
Used to that, yeah.
Definitely not used to that. But me, Newt, and Dare, we had a day where we did 250,000. So that was like the biggest day, and I was just like, I looked at them, they looked at me, I was like, yeah, it's for real. But my biggest one, and I wouldn't even say it's my biggest, it actually was my smallest. We did $1 million in a month, and I was going hard that month. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just like, yo, I need to manifest this $1 million in a month. I did it in 10 months. We did $3 million in 6 months. But I was like, I need to do $1 million in a month now. So I'm going hard. I'm going crazy. I'm like, yeah, do $1 million. It's like, we got like 3 days left, and we at like 970,000. So I need like 30,000 more in like 3 days. So I'm like, we right there. But it's like bittersweet, because I hit the $1 million, like, I'm talking about like 6 hours before like the time was up. And I'm like, damn, yo, I really just hit $1 million in a month. And I'm sitting there, like, I close the laptop. It's like 2 a.m, no lie. I'm sitting there, and my wife come downstairs and shit. And she like, I feel like you here, but you not here. I'm like, damn. So it's like, I celebrate this win, what I thought was a win. But then, like, for 30 days, I just locked every other part of my life out. The kids, wife, all that shit. And I was just like, damn. And, like, again, the biggest day, but really, like, the smallest day, because when it comes to my integrity, my principles, the way I'm wired, and my morals, it's like, damn, how could I not pay attention to the thing that's most important the most? Because I want to hit something monetary. You feel what I'm saying? So it just was like, but that was again, you know, that's when we talk about stuff going break before you go to the next level and stuff like that, like that was another break for me. It was like, dang, you know what?
To help you put that in perspective.
To help you push it in perspective now. Like, now you gotta have balance. You know what I'm saying? Or not balance, because ain't no balance when you're an entrepreneur, but you gotta have harmony.
Right.
Like, all this stuff need to go
get along.
But one of the things I didn't do, I ain't communicate. I just was like, I want to do $1 million this month. Like, I just overly manifest. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't had no conversation. So now the way that I do it is, like, I tell my kids, yo, if I hit this goal, I hit this milestone, like, we outside.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna celebrate.
We all gonna celebrate. Everybody know. We all
everybody
outside.
know, like, yo, if I'm locked in, you see me in the office, you see me going crazy. It's not that I'm chasing a monetary thing. It's really just a milestone that I want to hit. That I'm, you know what I mean? Like,
but this for us.
It's gonna benefit the family.
Right. And if they don't know that, they don't benefit them. You know what I mean? How they gonna be involved?
Right.
Yeah. So that's how I do it now. So we be having all type of V-Bucks and Nerf guns and Orby guns and all type of stuff. Yeah. They be getting me for all type of trips now. Yeah.
That'd be the thing. That's a good. Cause I think that's definitely, you know, I guess you being a family man, I'm a family man myself, so I understand that struggle of being like, when you're trying to put so much into your dreams and your goals, that certain shit, sometimes it do fall to the side. Yeah. And then you gotta remember to have that balance. And I try so hard, but that shit is hard. But I guess if they understand the win, it's for everybody.
Sure. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And once you start to understand, cause again, like, I made $1 million in 10 months. So for me to shrink that down, like, to chop the time and turn that into a month, like, yo, like, that's for me realizing, like, things can happen a lot faster. So now my appetite for things become like, I don't want to wait because I can have it now. Like, so now it's just like, oh, we want to go to Disney World. Why are we waiting to spring break? Like, we out Friday.
I love
like,
that.
take the kids out of school, and it becomes that type of mindset. I'm not going to say that that's the healthiest way to think, but that just became my way of life and how I started to live, because I know, like you said, the future is not promised. The past is already gone. So the most important time is right now. What are we going to do with these moments right now? I'd rather spend my time creating memories, you know what I'm saying, for when I leave, you feel what I'm saying, for everybody that I was connected to while I'm here, than to be like, I shoulda, coulda, woulda, or they shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Right.
So it's just like, that's just how I live. Like, yo, we gonna do it because we only get one shot at this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think it's one of the best ways to live. Like, some people would judge you and like you doing this or you doing too much, but like you said, there ain't no, like, that future shit not promised. Or you don't know what's gonna happen between now and then. And then when you want something, fuck that. We can get it now. Especially if you understand that you're gonna get it. Like, you gotta have that mindset where somebody who wanna save and don't want to spend, that's because you think that this ain't never going to come back to you. You want to save this dollar because if you spend it, it's never coming back.
They can save it if they want
money.
to.
Yeah,
they can
this
save
money
it if they
gonna
want
come.
to. Y'all see what happened with the banks? They can save their money if they want to.
And then they doing that shit around the world too, where people is like losing their money. Like they going to go pull out money and they can't pull out their money. It's just frozen. I was just watching something last night where it was dudes. They was robbing the bank for their money. They went with the guns to the bank to get their own money out. They was putting limits on, it was like in Lebanon, limits on what they could spend. So it was like, you got to understand that life can change at any instant.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And you can't hold yourself to the boundaries of what everybody else hold themselves on. I don't.
The
I
standard.
Think so. The standard
or
that
the
everybody
statistic.
else on.
Yeah.
I think so out the box is crazy. Because I'm the type dude, though. I don't like when somebody say 1 + 1 = 2, I say that's just because somebody told us that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Somebody
put that on paper.
Yeah.
But how did he know 1 + 1 = 2?
Yeah.
1 + 1 could equal 3.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah.
So when you understand and you look at life like that, you realize that there's not many boundaries.
Yeah.
That this shit is limitless for real, for real.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can really create your reality the way you want to.
That's it.
And we live in a reality that other people created for us.
Exactly.
And you just got to get out that box. You got to get out your own way.
Got to.
You know what I'm saying?
Got to.
But, you know, I want you to give somebody some game or some play, a little 30-second run on how somebody could start their journey on how to get to the bag real quick.
So the first thing I would say, man, is you got to do an audit, man. Like, you know, you got to look at the conversations that you having every day. Look at what you're watching every day. And you got to take inventory of it. Like, yo, is this adding or is this subtracting? And, like, literally make a list of it. Like, if somebody call you and they talking about X, Y, and Z, they baby mom, they problem, you got to understand, is this adding or is it taking away? What time is they calling me? Is that adding or is that taking away? You get what I'm saying? So once you do that list, yo, you cut that out for about 45 to 90 days. Like, you will start to see the certain changes just in the people that you talk to and what you watch every day. Like, yo, just turn the music off. Like, listen to some podcasts. Tap into, you know what I'm saying, you know, cooking up. You know what I'm saying? You get you some game. You feel what I'm saying? Just tune in for 30 days. You feel what I'm saying? Don't have negative conversations, because that's also a magnet. You talk about, you're going to attract it. If you having other conversations, you're going to attract those type of opportunities. Like, I feel like, yo, I could never be broke. All I do is talk about opportunities that just bring more money to you. And it's all energy. I'm constantly giving money and opportunity out, so therefore it just flow back to me, because you can't get nothing like this. So you fix the conversations, you take audit, and then you just tap into, like, just laser focus for 30 days and just don't listen to nobody. Like, go unannounced. Like just pop up when it's done, when the ink dry. Like, don't say nothing, don't tell nobody, just pop up when the ink dry. Like, yeah, it's done. Like, by the time they tell you, like, nah, I don't think you should do that,
It's already
done already. It's done already. It was done. It's done.
That's a fact, though. That's a good job, man. I even like the fact you said that, because this whole time we talk about money, but then, like, the main thing is just understanding your surroundings, changing it. You know, being aware of that. I don't think people really even be aware of that. Like, people don't even understand, like, you can change who you talk to and hang with. Like, some people get mad at me because we ain't speaking in a while, but I'm on a certain kind of grind. You know what I mean? Everybody who's associated with this grind, I speak to on a regular. But if you're not, I can't put the energy out there. I got to put all my energy in this.
That's a fact.
So it's like, you just got to be the commander in general.
Of your life.
Exactly.
CEO of your life.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. That's where we're at. That's the most important business you're going to have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That part.
Listen, Runway just told y'all. We had a hell of a night, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate you coming through.
Appreciate you.
I love
having
seeing
you.
Yeah.
You up there,
We
baby.
gotta do this again.
You already know we are.
On a yacht, on a
Yeah,
jet
we
or
gonna do it.
something.
We gotta do Miami edition, Atlanta edition, Euros edition.
There you go.
know what I
There
mean?
you go. There you
You
go.
know what I'm saying? We gonna have fun with it, man, because I love seeing what you're doing. I love seeing everything and everybody doing, man. Shout out Newt, shout out Dare, those are my guys
Shout
too.
out to the guys.
You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
nice to see young fellas out there getting it.
Yeah,
Like, let's
that's what it's
just
all
get it and
about.
keep getting it. Keep going up.
More win.
Exactly, man.
That's it.
Listen, y'all already know who it is. It's your boy Smooth.
It's your girl Amber Grand.
Runway Billionaire.
And this is Cooking Up 215, best podcast in Philly. Let's go.